And so after all these years, here's what I love in verse 38. Go ahead and throw up verse 38. Coming up to them at that very moment, she gave thanks to God and spoke about the child to all who were looking forward to the redemption of Jerusalem. Man, your girl, she's like praising the Lord in the sanctuary, but then she goes and begins to tell everybody about what's happening. We need to remember the joy of our salvation.
Yes.
Come on, David said in Psalm 51, God, restore unto me the joy of my salvation. Listen, I know life gets hard, and I know sometimes it's hard to just break out of the trauma of situations, but sometimes you have to remind yourself in the middle of whatever you're going through, there is a joy that is available to me in the middle of my pain that I can step in and I can break through and I can walk step by the power of the Holy Spirit, and I can see heaven come. In my life, in my situation, in my world. And she steps out, man, and she's like, I want to tell y'all, and the Bible talks about like an exuberance of joy. When's the last time you were that excited about the simple gospel of Jesus Christ? I mean, this is a challenge to me. I'm like, when was the last time I was just excited to tell somebody about Jesus? I mean, like, I'm just looking like, hey, it's happening. Did you hear? Like never before, like of our whole year, right now we have a window in time where people are open to the gospel. This Christmas season, like never before. Statistics show it over like a long period of time that this is a moment, a window when people's hearts are open to receive Jesus. What are you doing about it? How are you engaging that space? I like to say it like this, we talk about what we're excited about. Are you excited? Do you find joy in the simple gospel of Jesus Christ? Maybe we need to be reminded fresh and new in this holiday season. A woman like Anna can show us the way to live her life free from offense with the Lord, to live her life before the Lord with communion and fellowship and building the house of God, and to reaching out to the lost.
Yeah, and I love that last point when she talks about how excited she is and sharing exciting things. We were driving to church this morning and we were listening to some song about Take Me Back to My First Love, and it started me on this whole swirl about how we talk about first love not because it's something cool to say, but you remember the excitement when your heart felt free and so alive when you first accepted Jesus. There wasn't a space of disappointment or frustration where you had felt just the circumstances of life rob that joy from you. We don't say, go back to your first love, or when we sing it in an intercession moment for something to say. It's because there's a reality of like that first love and that enlightenment to your heart and spirit when you first discovered Jesus is something that can last a lifetime. And Pastor John says it all the time. If that was all we had, it would be more than enough. If God never did another thing for me, sending his son as a savior would be enough.